Self-defense. Self-defense is important. What do you do when someone attacks you and there's nowhere to run? Do you want to run? Should you run? But if you can't run, you must defend yourself. And you can't defend yourself unless you have learned some self-defense. And the best way to learn self-defense is by defending yourself through practice. If you're a father, teach your sons to fight. Get you a pair of boxing gloves and teach your sons to fight. And now if you don't know how to fight as a father, maybe you need to go learn how to fight, how to defend yourself and your family. The police can't always get there. Now maybe you live in one of these cookie cutter neighborhoods. I call them that, where the yards are perfect, the houses are perfect, the police are there in 5 minutes. And that's great. I'm happy for you. But the rest of the world, and most of the world, is not like that. I've traveled out of the country over 25 times. I've lived in impoverished third world countries. And the police don't come like that in 5 minutes. And they may not come at all. And when they do come, they may extort you for money. So 85% of the world does not live like the people in the upper middle class, or even the middle class, or actually the lower middle class, or even the poverty-stricken people here in the U.S. live better than most of the people in the rest of the world. So this illusionary world we live in isn't always going to keep you safe if you step out of those neighborhoods. And you need to know how to defend yourself. And you need to teach your sons how to defend themselves. In the 60s, when I grew up in school, all the kids were in shape. We had one kid that was overweight, and he wasn't that overweight. Quite contrary now. Kennedy implemented a fitness program where we had to do so many push-ups, so many sit-ups in a certain amount of time. He believed that the health of the nation would keep the nation safe and running in the right direction. Well, we've fallen a long ways from that, as we all know, with a 70 to 75% overweight or obesity problem here in the U.S. alone. The average American 20-year-old woman weighs 170.4 pounds, and the average American man isn't far behind. At 63 years old, I'm in better shape than most 20-year-olds. Okay, and I haven't killed myself to get there. I just work out regular, I work hard, and I enjoy it. And I'm in good health by the grace of God. My faith has kept me going through all these years, and a belief in something greater than myself. I know one day this body will give out on me, and I'll move on to the next plane of existence, whatever that may be. But I'm here right now, right? And I'm teaching my kids how to fight. I'm going to show a video here of my son Claude and I. We're sparring. And I'll tell you what, some of you guys out there that have sparred and fought, you know the feeling. But I had not been able to spar for probably over a year. I hurt my neck about 3 years ago, and I could not get that thing rehabbed. I finally had to go to a professional rehab and get it worked on. And I'm getting it back to where I can spar now. And I felt like $1 million when I was done. Claude and I had a great time, and it develops a bond between us. It actually brings us closer rather than far apart like some people may think. But you guys out there that have fought and have sparred, you know what I'm talking about. There's a bond there with those guys that I fought and sparred with years ago that you can't experience in any other way. And this bond has developed between my sons and I, because I've sparred with 2 of them, or 3 of them we've sparred. I still have another one I want to spar with, and the other one's too young. It's not about trying to beat each other up. It's about working together to better each other, to help us know when we go out there that we can take care of ourselves, that we can stand up for ourselves, that we're in good shape, we can protect whoever's with us. We can protect our family if need be, if it ever came to that. It's not about relying on the police or someone else to watch over us. And that's all good and fine. I'm glad we have police. We need police. I respect the police. And I can live in a house here in Missouri without having bars in my windows and the doors locked all the time. Now, in impoverished countries, it's quite the contrary. It's opposite of that. So I appreciate the safety, the cleanliness, and the opportunity we have here in the Western world, in the U.S. So I'm going to run this clip of my son and I. We had a great time, and I encourage you to do some kind of contact sport with your son.
What are you going to do? You going to try to punch? Oh, oh. Good shit, good shit. Good, good, good. Come on, come on, come on. That's not alive, but keep going. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. You're tough.